I
I do.
object
What's your objection?
because I was traveling. I wasn't driving. Is there any injured party? Do we have a sworn affidavit or complaint from an injured party? No one was injured. There's no injured parties. If you guys can't bring forth any injured party, then why are we still here? I need this to be dismissed, and the funds that was issued on the bond account needs to be reimbursed to me. Period. You guys don't have any injured party here. Based on the Constitution, the Sixth Amendment, if you guys can't bring forth the accuser, then
All right, buckle up. Because today we have a real piece of work in court, a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen who apparently thinks the law doesn't apply to him. Yeah, you heard me. This guy is standing in front of a judge, literally.
I was stopped at the 11 Mile and Washington light facing westbound. I had a green arrow and a vehicle proceeded eastbound on 11 mile through a light, which gained my attention. That light was red for them, which drew my attention to that vehicle.
Judge, at this time, I'd like to play that video from Officer Moran's dash cam. Judge, I'm just gonna stop that video here. Is that the video taken from your patrol car?
That is the vehicle for my patrol vehicle.
Does that fairly and accurately portray the events of the incident that led to the defendant being issued a civil infraction on that date and time?
It does.
Your Honor, I'd ask that that video be admitted into evidence.
All right, so admitted.
Officer, so what do you see on that video?
What I see, like I spoke to earlier, I was stopped at the 11 Mile at Washington light facing westbound. I got the green arrow to turn southbound on Washington when a vehicle proceeded eastbound through, obviously, the red light.
When you approached that vehicle, did you observe the driver of that vehicle?
I did.
Do you recognize the driver of that vehicle on this Zoom today?
I
I do.
object
What's your objection?
because I was traveling. I wasn't driving.
Arguing that he was traveling, not driving, so somehow he should just walk away scot-free. I mean, come on. That's not how traffic laws work, buddy. But the courtroom is about to get a front row seat to the chaos as we check out dashcam footage of him running a red light. And let me tell you, watching him try to
Overruled. Go ahead. You can answer the question, Officer Moran. Yes, I do see the defendant in the court today.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that Officer Moran has identified the defendant, Anthony Mathis.
The record will so reflect.
When you pulled the defendant over, did you have a conversation with him?
I did.
And in that conversation, did he admit to you that he had driven through the red light?
He did.
And ultimately, you issued him a ticket?
I did.
What was that ticket for that you had issued him?
I actually issued him an impeding traffic ticket.
Okay. But that's not what he actually did, correct?
No, that's not.
Why did you issue him the impeding traffic ticket?
Mr. Mathis at the time had a good driving record. He knew what he did. He told me he admitted to it, and he had a good attitude on the road. So I chose to go an impeding traffic ticket.
I object.
What's your objection?
I never admitted to anything. Do you guys have that on the record? Did you guys pull that up that I admitted to something?
You'll have a chance
Not,
to,
then that's false.
Mr. Mathis, you'll have a chance. Your objection's overruled. This is his testimony from his memory. You'll have a chance to testify yourself and add any additional evidence here. So at this point, that is not a proper objection. It's overruled. Anything else to add there to that?
What, just very briefly, Judge, what infraction did you actually observe?
I could have wrote him two infractions, either disobey traffic control device or disobey traffic signal.
And that's what he actually did, correct?
Correct.
Judge, I have nothing further at this time.
Now, Mr. Mathis, it's your opportunity to ask Officer Moran any questions that you feel are necessary. Now, I just want to instruct you, you'll have a chance to testify if you choose to in a moment. Right now, anything that you say should be in the form of a question directed at the officer. If you're going to start testifying, I'm going to have to interrupt you and redirect you. You'll have that chance in a moment. It's just to ask questions. So go ahead with any questions you have.
All right. Well, for the record, is there any injured party? Do we have a sworn affidavit or complaint from an injured party?
No, there's no injured party.
Okay, so we don't have any injured party. So Judge, you've been sworn in to uphold the Constitution, correct?
This isn't, you're not, I'm not on the stand. I'm not answering any questions like that, Mr. Moran, or Mr. Mathis, excuse me.
So what type of court is this? Is this Admiralty Maritime Law?
Mr. Mathis, right now is your opportunity to ask Officer Moran any questions that you want to. If you're going to make some legal objections or something along those lines, you can do that in your closing. But right now, this moment in time is for you to ask Officer Moran any questions.
Okay, well, for the record, we don't have any injured parties, correct?
Judge, that's been asked and answered.
Sustained. He already answered that question.
Right, correct. I just wanted to make sure that we got that on the record. So if there's no injured party,
Out of responsibility, it's hilarious, cringeworthy, and unbelievably bold all at once. The officer explains a stop, sitting at the 11-mile and Washington light, waiting for his green arrow. When bomb vehicle blows through the red light.
Judge, I don't think that's an appropriate question for Officer Moran.
it should have been no type of charge of
Hang on,
anything.
Mr. Mathis. When just like when you made an objection, we all waited for the court to make a ruling. That's what you need to do. So Mr. Klusny just made an objection that your question was actually more of a legal argument. I think that's what your objection was, Mr. Klusny, correct?
Yes, Judge, I don't believe there was a question directed to the officer.
So I'm sustaining that objection. And again, you can make those legal arguments or whatever the case is that you want to make at the end. Right now, it's just questions or not to Officer Moran. Anything else?
No, that's the only question that I have. If there's no injured party, he said no one was injured.
All right. So, Mr. Klusny, would you like to call any additional witnesses? Or I should ask you first, any redirect of Officer Moran?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right. Then any additional witnesses, Mr. Klusny?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mathis, will you be testifying or do you have any witnesses that you'd like to call on your behalf?
No, I don't.
All right. Mr. Klusny, then your closing statement.
Judge, based on the testimony of Officer Moran and the video, it's clear by a preponderance of evidence that the defendant committed the offense of disobeying a traffic signal. The authority for the stop comes from MCL 257.611 or 257.612. I believe that's for the traffic control device. The video in this case could not be more clear, Judge. You see the Officer Moran is in the left turn lane. He gets a green arrow, and the defendant in his vehicle has a red light, drives right through the red light. If Officer Moran didn't stop, he would have hit the defendant's vehicle because he went right through the red light. It's rare that we have a video that is as clear as this, Judge. And the officer tried to give him a break by writing him for an impeding instead of what he actually did, which was disobeying a traffic signal. And I believe it's clear based on the testimony in the video that the defendant is responsible for that traffic offense of disobeying a traffic signal.
Repeat your change.
Yeah. Thank you.
You got the light?
Mr. Mathis, your closing argument?
Well, what I would like to say on the record is no one was injured. There's no injured parties. If you guys can't bring forth any injured party, then why are we still here? I need this to be dismissed, and the funds that was issued on the bond account needs to be reimbursed to me. Period. You guys don't have any injured party here. Based on the Constitution, the Sixth Amendment, if you guys can't bring forth the accuser, then this needs...
Dash cam captures everything. And then our legal genius jumps in with his signature line. What's your objection? I was traveling, not driving. Oh boy. The courtroom collectively cringes. Honestly, it's painful to watch someone throw around objection, like a magic wand, expecting it to make the laws vanish. He clearly has no idea what testimony is.
Anything else, Mr. Mathis?
Not at the moment.
All right. Was there a bond posted? I'm not quite sure what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
Judge, it looks like there was a $175 bond posted. Judge, I apologize. I actually, the file is here. I'm gonna send the file into court.
Mr. Klusny, the amendment was to disobey a traffic signal, which is a okay.
I apologize, Judge. The file coming into you.
That's all right. The amendment that the people made here was to disobey a traffic signal. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. The court's heard the testimony, the arguments of the parties, reviewed the video that was introduced as evidence. The video shows clearly the vehicle driven by Mr. Mathis go through a red light, the traffic signal at 11 in Washington. The standard here at issue is preponderance. The video showed beyond any doubt, really, that that's what occurred. Also, there's testimony from Officer Moran that that Mr. Mathis did actually admit on the roadside that he had done what was alleged to have occurred here today. That testimony was uncontroverted by any other evidence that was introduced. With that, the court does find Mr. Mathis to be responsible for the amended charge of disobey a traffic signal. That's a $150 fine. Mr. Mathis has posted a $175 bond, so the court will apply the bond to the fine of $150. There's a $25 refund coming to Mr. Mathis.
What evidence is, or what the actual process is here. And yet, he struts in, full of confidence, ready to lecture the court. You can almost feel the judge's patience stretching to its limitant. Yet, somehow, they stay calm. Letting this train wreck unfold, the officer calmly continues, pointing out that yes, the defendant is on the video. Yes, he was the one driving through the red light, and yes, he was eventually issued a ticket specifically for impeding traffic, which is actually more lenient than what he did. And then comes the classic, I never admitted to anything. Oh, you didn't? Because the officer literally just testified that you did right there on the dash cam. But of course, our sovereign citizen doesn't see it that way. Every objection he throws is promptly overruled, and the courtroom keeps moving. Meanwhile, the audience, well, us watching is left, shaking our heads, wondering how someone can be this clueless, yet show up with such confidence. It's like watching someone try to play chess without knowing the rules. Except in real life, the consequences are a ticket and wasted time. And here comes the piece de resistance. Our defendant doubles down with the grand logic of all sovereign citizens everywhere. If there's no injured party, why are we even here? I mean, seriously? Imagine if everyone thought that way. No victims for traffic violations. Sure, let's just run red lights, ignore stop signs, and drive wherever we want because, hey, technically, no one got hurt yet. Chaos. Pure chaos. That's what it would be. Roads would turn into bumper car arenas, but with real cars, real streets, and real consequences. And yet, he's sitting there like a genius, arguing the Constitution, the Sixth Amendment, and all that jazz, apparently expecting the court to just fold. The judge, remarkably, doesn't lose their cool. They keep reminding him, this moment isn't for testimony or legal arguments, sits for questions to the officer. But of course, our sovereign citizen can't help himself and keeps pushing, testing the limits of courtroom patience. You can almost hear the collective eye roll from the gallery. And honestly, as ridiculous as it all is, it's also strangely entertaining. You can't look away. It's like watching someone try to juggle chainsaws, painful, dumb, and yet mesmerizing.